Hi friends, what's up? This is your Tech Day. Today I will explain how to upgrade Windows Server 2008 to 2012. I will explain step by step. Please observe carefully. Please subscribe my channel Tech Dude in YouTube. Please like, please comment. Hi friends, I will explain Windows Server upgradation Windows Server 2008 to 2012 by TechDirt. This is Windows Server Overview Upgradation Server R2SP Service Pack 1 to Service Windows Server 2012 Agenda. Why upgrade Windows Server 2012 operating system hardware and disk space requirements and support Windows client server and supported in the place of upgradation parts, function level operations, master roles, active directory consideration, migration of tools for Windows Server 2012, Hyper-V and virtual machines consideration, summarization of the Windows Server. This Windows Server upgradation is Server 2012. The why upgrade to Windows Server 2012. The comparison of cloud platform, cost saving and the increasing efficiency, support for all modern work stylish, the complete built-in visualization platform, enterprises classes, scales and performance so you can visualize every application. Ability of achievement business continues with any box disorder recover solution. Best Indian classic hybrid could experience with common setup technologies, reduce storage cost with storage space and other storage enhancement, increasing server administrator ratio through Windows PowerShell, multi-mission management, increasing uptime with cluster-aware upgrading and transparent failure, virtual desktop infrastructure (VDI), simplified management and reduced cost of implementation, optimized branch office, wide area networking, bandwidth, thus ability for remote users, more several access internal resources without virtual private network. This Windows Server operating system hardware and disk space requirements. This expanded processor and memory support for Hyper-V, the host, the logical processing hardware, physical memory, virtual processing for the Windows Server is the 64-bit and 1 TB hard disk and virtual processing for host 512 MB. Then Windows Server 2012 is the logical processing hardware 320 and 4 TB hard disk required, virtual processor for host 2 GB RAM and in 4x improvement factor virtual process for virtual 4, and this is the Windows Server is 2012 64 into 16x. The virtual machines memory for virtual machine 64 GB. This is Windows Server is 1 TB. Active virtual machine for server 384 in Windows R2 and 1024 in Windows Server 2012 and 2x into 7 Node 16, and this is Windows Server 2012 is 64. The virtual machines are there. This is operating system requirements. Minimum OS requirement is processor for 1.4 GHz 64-bit processor. RAM is 512 MB. Free disk space is required 32 GB. Screen resolution 800 to 600 or higher than. The miscellaneous DVD drive, keyboard, internet access. The disk space required. The drive that hosts Active Directory database NTDS.DIT must have free disk space that is representative 20% of NTDS.DIT file before you begin operating system upgrading. This Windows support Windows client and server. The supported Windows client and server below are supported domain members that work with domains control run Windows Server 2012. Client operating system, any operating system, Windows 8 and Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows XP. The server operating system 2012 and Windows R2 2008 and Windows Server 2008 and Windows Server 2003 R2 and Windows Server 2003. This Windows support in place of upgrade path. Upgrade place Windows Server 2012 as you can upgrade domain control then run 64-bit version of Windows Server 2008 or Windows Server 2000 or 2 Windows Server 2 upgrade in 2012. This functional level consideration is the Windows Server 2012 required Windows Server 2003 forest functional level or higher than. Before you can add DC, this is the run Windows Server 2012 to an existing Active Directory forest. The forest functional level must be Windows Server 2003 or higher. In the forest functional level Windows 2000, this installation is also blocked. Windows Server Operating Master Role Consideration, Operation Master Role Considerations. Some of new features in Windows Server 2012 that effective operating master role. This PDS eliminated must running Windows Server 2012 to support cloning, virtual domain control. The relative identifier RID master has new RID issues is monitoring functionality, the improving including better event logging and more appropriate the new security policies and created when to the PDS eliminate running Windows Server 2012. This Active Directory consideration new features. This CU based and this the line installation performance ADDS development modeling Windows Power. This Active Directory domain service installation continues. The simplify installation process ADPREP has been integrated into the ADDS installation runs automatically as needed. Pre-request check in ADDS installations wizards to identify potential errors before installing this one. This wizard also export Windows PowerShell script and that contains all the options that were specified during the graphical installation. Active Directory tool chain. There are some of tool chains related ADS and DDS. Deprecations of ADPREP32EX. There is only version AD preparation executive. It can be ran need to on 64-bit domain control that run Windows Server 2008 or later. The system determines this deprecation of deprecation execute can still with the answering files and through the PowerShell. Windows Server overview migration tools. Migration Active Directory Federation Role Servers 2002 Migration Health Registration Authority Windows Server 2000 Migration Hyper-V Windows Server 2012 Migration IP Configuration Windows Server 2012 Migration Networking Policy Server Windows Server 2012 Migration Print Document Service Windows Server 2012 Migration Remote Access Windows Server 2012 Migration Windows Server Date services of Windows Server 2012, Windows Hyper-V and virtual missions and considerations, Hyper-V migration compatibility scenario, migration from the Hyper-V to another VM config XML files, VM data VHD files, VM snapshots XLM files, this consolidated folder locations, improved VM important process GUI based. The important process GUI based all virtual missions available for important will show up to selections. Highlight the VM to be important. Next click register restore of copies. Selecting the virtual switching network. The selecting proper virtual switch. For these virtual machines or networking card, multiple virtual NIC will be continued for the proper switch until all they have been located. Complete the important process. Summary pages is presented. Click finish. This important completed. Importing of the VM via PowerShell. Cluster migration consideration. Build a new clusters. Migration the MS via the migration tools. All new features going on forward will support live migrations. Windows Server this present providing overview upgradation Windows Server 2008 or 2 Service Pack 1 to Windows Server 2012. This summary ensure that you are proper hardware and enoughing of this of the NTDS.DIT. You cannot upgradation Windows Server 2003 or Windows Server 2008 32-bit or Windows Server 2012. Out of these four editions, all the ADSDS roles are supported on the Windows Server 2012. Standards data centers editions of the suite review consider around a functional level operating master roles, Active Directory, Hyper-V, which will get the evaluation of certifieds. Thank you, your tech dev. Please subscribe my videos. Please like my videos.